cannot be placed on this road. Do you know what? When it says things like that, it makes me angry. I think, why the heck not? Hello everybody, welcome back to Biffalo Countea here in City Skylines with me, Biffa. And today we're going to be diving into some more hubs and transport loveliness, particularly from Bad Peanut. We have the Sports Venues DLC, and we are going to pick some of the largest sports venues there are, and we're going to tuck them away into a space that we've sort of had free for a while now, and I think it is an excellent spot for the amount of tourists and visitors that we're going to get to this area. So let's fast forward, let's get to that area and dive in with our sports venue build. And here we are. This is the little spot of land, so you might recognize it. It's right next to our university over here, and it's on the other side of the river, as we saw, right by the zoo. And we've got access here to the highway that runs through, which is fantastic. Nice arterial road going through here, which leads to the rest of the city. We also have a train coming in here, which is really handy, and if I remember correctly, we've got metro around here as well. We do, so we might be able to do a little something with our metro to hook into this as well. So just before we dive into that, I want to show you the traffic that we've got going on in the city, because it's been a little bone of contention for quite a few episodes now, and it is at, let's jump out of this view so we can see, 81%, which is fantastic. So this little bit along the front here was, a lot of traffic coming down here. So what I've done is I've taken away the entrance into our pedestrian area and just made that tram only, and also emergency vehicles. You can see that police cars trying to come out. And then the way for all the cars to get in is up the back here. We had a little turnaround, which I've deleted, and we now have this crossing over our train line, and this slopes all the way up here to our main road at the top, and we might be able to just extend that road a bit, but just some standard traffic lights in there. People are just driving against the lights. Don't worry about that, but there's no traffic here now, because that really is the only source of traffic coming in and out, which is great. So this is all free, running lovely, which is great. And then what I did as well is, having a look at the traffic lights here, is I hooked these two sets of traffic lights together. There we go. So if I just speed this up, we can see what's happening. So I did that by setting the lights here with control left click, that automated setting up those lights, and then just copying that over to here. I don't think I made any other changes apart from that, because it's almost exactly the same. We've got two T junctions coming in, and it just means anybody coming through here can just keep on going through, keep on going through. Don't know why they're pausing there. Someone got out of their car and started walking. Okay. And then when these guys come out, they've got room to go, and it just all works. Here we go. These ones here, when they go, they just go. And it's kept all of this running clear along here, which is fantastic. And then if we come into this part of our city by our Snakus bus station, this was the other issue all along here, all the cars coming out of here. And I did a similar thing. So over in this section here, I also hooked up together some traffic lights. And if we just hook on there, so I've got this set, and this set all hooked together. That one there doesn't quite look right to me. But do you know what? If I actually stop these and just let the game do its own thing, this traffic just seems to run even better. So I'm going to leave that. But I had sort of hooked them up. So if you were going straight on, you could go through all of these junctions out the other end, the same the other way. But actually just stopping those, and look at that, it all clears up. So worth just keeping in mind that sometimes you want to sort of get very complicated, and in this situation it worked. Up here, no traffic lights, let the game work it out, and all the traffic's gone. And this was backing up before, that's all gone. So like we said, 82%'s getting even better. Very good. So those lessons can be carried over into this area, which at the moment is named Lafayette Park. And we know what we're going to change that to. I don't think we've got a Lafayette Park in this city. If we have, now we have two. But we'll change it if we do. But we're going to set up a ferry down here to help people come into this area. And what have we got in store for here? Well, let's take a look. So I would really like to go big with what we're going to pop in here. And I've been looking at this one here, the Arrow Park. So this is a large copper statue on the corner. It's a baseball stadium, which is pretty huge. We can fit that one in there. And then also we've got this one here, the Peanut Bowl Memorial Stadium, which I believe is based on a real-life stadium. I think most of them are. And this is for American football. If we could fit both of these in here in some sort of complex, That would just be great. I'm not entirely sure. American football right by the zoo, probably not a good idea. But I think if we just de-zone all of this down here, let's just remove that, and boink, and boink. Let all those buildings go, which they probably won't because of the way I've got Rico and stuff set up. So I am going to delete all of these. We change that to buildings, and then I can just go zoink along there. Delete that, and then we might just remove this road in here like that, and then we're going to get plenty of space for popping these in. And I'm just wondering now whether we just have this as the entrance in and everybody sort of comes down there. So this is a cul-de-sac effectively, which I think would work a lot better. So let's run the game and see how that works with the traffic. But I'd also like to make this a pedestrian area in here. So let's just have a look at the options we've got here. So we've got sandstone with grass, which I haven't really used before. Just seeing how that sort of looks. I mean, we can sort of set it up with this, and then if we want to change it a bit later, that is not a problem. And then, of course, we want to get loads of parking in here as well. So with our new parking assets that we've got, I think they would fit in there quite nicely. Now, where are they? Are they going to be in here? I think they are. So we could fit those in, and we've got a little bit of space as well. So it's away from the land there. Let's just get 3 of those in there. It's funny how they're not sort of snapping together, which I thought they would do. But that's okay. Then we can do the same over here. And then if we've got the realistic parking on, which I'm not entirely sure we have at the moment, but I might change that and pop that back on. There we go. We'll grab that road. All the mods are working now, which is great. And then we'll go right to the end of that. And I'll just do the same over here. That will snap to there. Excellent. I'm going to remove all of these trees that are in here. And I'm going to remove all the trees from the top as well. And I really would like to flatten all of this out because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on here. Let's just have a look at the terrain. I mean, it looks like it's literally just this little bit here, which if we can sort of flatten that up against the road, that gives us a nice big space here. Excellent. Right, so which of these stadiums do you think would look good as an entranceway? And I'm actually thinking of making this a bit bigger now I've done that. My idea is that people can come to this area and literally walk in. We change that to sandstone. Let's have a look at some of these. So what's this one here? That is the one with the trees up the mid. Beg your pardon. Yeah, that people can just walk in. Oh yeah, and we just put all parking up against pedestrian streets. Do you know what? Yeah, that's fine. We're going to have this as the one that they walk in there, and then the pedestrian area will start, and this will all have to be normal roads. You know, my brain, it eventually kicks in, and it's not too much of an issue when it does. But until that time, you have to just sort of put up with, let's go for large avenue with grass. So that's only 1 lane in and out, which if it's got that much parking... 4-lane road, or wide sidewalks, yes. Wide sidewalks, all the walking. If I put wide in there, do you know what? I actually already thought of this before, didn't I? Could I have done it? No, I'd like that. And then we have wide sidewalks here. So the cars can get in and out, people can still walk around. Then we've got the walking area up here. Yes, Biffa's brain, it works. Excellent. I don't think I'm going to put trams and stuff in here. We're going to keep it as it is. And then we're going to have this to come along like that and that to come along like this. And then in here, now we can pick which of these is going to be great. So we've got this one here. Cannot be placed on this road. Do you know what? When it says things like that, it makes me angry. I think, why the heck not? Okay, the pedestrian part will start somewhere else. We're going to go with the peanut bowl right there. Let's just have a look at that as you're walking up here. Oh, that just looks brilliant, doesn't it? That really does look brilliant. The detail, I didn't notice all these details it automatically adds on here, and it's almost like you can see into it because it's sunken. So everybody's sat on here. Look at the views they're getting. They're getting okay views of this, but they're getting the views of the city. I mean, that is just phenomenal. I'm loving it. And the details down here where you can come and sit and have a bite to eat. Very nice, very nice. So if that went there, is that then taking up all the space, which I think it is? To then not give us any options to fit in. The other one wanted to fit in, which was the Horseshoe Stadium. Arrow Park. It was Arrow Park, wasn't it? Which is pretty big. Now, if we did these side by side, we could fit them in. So let's just see if we can move this over and make this work. Oh, we're getting an autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea then. Are you after a strong, sturdy mug for your cups of tea? Or coffee? It works for both if you really have to. Well, how about our new Cool Beans mug, now available on biffaplaysmerch.com. I'm worried every time I relocate these, it's cost me a fortune. 281,000 to... Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to use the Move It mod because that just seems a ridiculous amount of money for moving things around. So we'll move all of that over there. There we go, excellent. And then we'll pop this one in here. Oh, it's so big. It is flipping huge. Well, they do fit next to each other, but I'm thinking I want to sort of make use of this area a little bit better and see if we can sort of maneuver this up here at an angle and sort of make use of the area like that. Oh, zoomy zoom. That is like super close over there, isn't it? And this one is pretty much right up against the side as much as it can do. So I think what we're going to have to do is drop all of this down a bit, which is fine. We can do that. So we've got a nice little path connection there. This road could then actually go into here, couldn't it? So that gives us another way in and out. That's all connected up over here, which is good. In fact, I'm even going to move that down. Two little spots like that. That looks better. And then that takes up this space over here. If we maneuver this a little bit and just swing that around, and you're still getting the amazing views everywhere you look, but we've got some space now to turn this into a lovely big sort of plaza area. Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, let me get some road networks in here, see if we can get this all hooked up and working. Okay, there we go. So we've got our road connections through here, which is great. Got this little triangle about. Have I ever done one of those before? I think that looks good. These trees just about line up on either side of the road. We're going to forgive that one there. That's fine. And then this hooks through over here to the train station. So technically anybody coming in via the train station could walk all the way down the side here, all the way down here. And then once they get into here, the speed's going to be slow enough on the road. We're going to set that so people aren't driving too fast and you can walk around. But this area here, I would like to make into some sort of pedestrianised mall if possible. So we can use some of the new lovely mall assets. So I'm going to grab this one here and we'll just get this painted out. Okay, so in Find It, we've got Shopping Malls Content Creator Pack. I'm going to click this button here and that will change it to, it says ploppable. That should say unique buildings. So I'll have to report that. And we've got these ones down here that we can place in. And some of these look very, very nice. We've got the shopping plaza, which you can place in. I believe in vanilla, you can only place these once because they're unique buildings, which is a real shame. But of course, we're not playing in vanilla. So we've got this one here and this one, which sort of go together. I like the look of those. Then we've got a medium grocery store. We've got a... Whoa, mamma mia, what is this? The Mall of Marvels. Yeah, that ain't fitting in here. Ooh, could I? No, that's not going in here. And this one here, large grocery store. Yeah, so it's these two that I'd like to get in here. So we're going to need to sort of get some pedestrianisation of these going. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's just use the one with the grass on, because then we can sort of see how it goes. So if this sort of comes straight down here, like that, and then that could hook into there. So you park your cars, you can go straight into that area, which is good. Over here you can sort of walk, cut across, and that'll be fine. With this node here, I'd like to, there we go, straighten that out. Also like to extend it. I bring that one back there, sort of square that off a bit. Yeah, that looks okay. Excellent. Didn't use the one with the grass in the end, so let's just upgrade that. So how would these buildings then fit in here? So that could sort of take up most of that side there, and this one would, I mean, we could anarchy that in, but then what you're seeing now is the back of the buildings, which I don't want. So I'd like the back of the buildings to be over here, and when you come into this area, you'll see in the front. Or could we find a way to put these buildings back to back? Building must be placed roadside. Oh, I've turned off zoning, haven't I? Let's pop them down. I'm going to get that one there, and we're just going to pop that one in there and just see what we can do. This one's got a nice sort of plaza out the front, isn't it? Yeah. So I want that one. Let's get the move it mod over here. Because what I'm thinking, you could have another entrance in there. Could quite work. And then you could have a little road down here for these. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove that. And I think that might sort of work if we can get these lined up. I'll tell you what I might do is grab this road here and see if we can get an angle off of here that's going to work. It's going to be tough. If we go out a bit and then go along, then use the move it mod just to get the angle that I want, like that. Then we could move that right up to here. So you get to see that as you're coming down the main road. Then through here, I would perhaps even go for an industrial road along here. Let's just get one of these. We've got a 1U. We've got 1U that goes one way. Oh, this 1U one. Yeah. That could literally come up the back like so. Maybe a little bit further down. And then this. So we've got the space there for the... Let's just line that up on there. We've got the space there for the cars. I know you need a road on that side as well. How does that look coming in here? That looks nice, doesn't it? I'm liking that. And I'm liking the way this is looking here. I'm liking the way the trucks can get in and out. There's a bit of a height difference there. So let's sort that out. Yep, there we go. And then we'll grab this road again, which we're going to need... Oh, now we're going to do pedestrian roads, won't we? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, get my brain in gear. So we'll grab a pedestrian road and see if we can sort of line that up with the front here somehow. Without all of these things making the herky-jerkiness jerk and herk around. This one here. Oh, we're getting somewhere. And then this is going into there. This, I wanted it to go into there. Why not? Adds a bit of interest. And then if this carried along, would that be an issue with the side of that building? It would. Could we maneuver it over? I mean, we're so close with this one here, aren't we? I like that. That fits in well. Something's upgrading somewhere. Fantastic. So people can walk from over here now as well. I feel like, before I forget, we should add a little path in through here so people can get from one side to the other. Let's just do a path straight through there. And then we're going to add a path straight through there. And then everybody else can please themselves. Why are there some little bits on here not zoned? There we go. Excellent. I'm going to remove that one. There we go. Very good. Then we need to sort of think about what the heck's going on here. Because they're all sat here staring at each other. Oh, they're trying to leave, aren't they? That's because there's traffic lights. Let's turn off the traffic lights there. These are going to need some super duper special traffic lights. Control left click and then we'll work that out as we go along. Very rarely are they going to go straight across. So we'll leave that like that. I'm wondering whether to make this go the other way round. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Right. So what I've got to be careful of is not causing more traffic here. So we've got this problem here, which is timed traffic lights by the look of it. But they're all set to sort of minimum. Do you know what? Why don't we just remove the traffic light and just see what happens? Like we found with the other part of the city, whether they'll oh, there's a normal traffic light in there. Let's get rid of that. Whether we just don't need any of this fancy stuff and they'll just work it all out themselves. Let's see, let's see. I mean, other than the near fatal accidents we're getting, I would say so far that's all right. So we're just going to leave that like that. We are going to just add in some new trees here. We've got some really cool ones from the content creator pack that I want to add in. These ones here, baobab tree. We've got the California young palm. What I want to do is see if I can upgrade these. Stoink, these here. And see what they look like going along the front. As we are right by the water. In fact, I'm going to do it all the way that. Whoa, whoa, just a couple, just a couple. We've got those, or the Lala palms. Is that what they're called? Lala palms. They're called Lala palms. Okay. I prefer these. They're a little bit taller. And everyone's going to tell me now that coconuts are going to fall off these and bonk people on the nuts. Well, they're not coconuts. They're palms. So no complaints. I like those. And we can do that all the way along the front here. Yay! La la! Excellent. So we'll have that all the way down there. And then we can always sort of change some of these in here and add La palms in, can't we? Should we have them going up there as well? I feel like this little road here is a little bit sad now because it hasn't got the La palms on. So let's go like that. Excellent. And there's no traffic. Traffic has sorted itself out. Brilliant. Okay. So we're going to come back to all that and do a bit of decorating when we get there. What we do need to do in here is... I can see this car here sneaking through where we shouldn't be going. Oh, look at all the people walking over. Good grief. Good grief. They are loving it already. And you know what's missing here is this node is super huge because of before we had a road attached to it. If we do need a traffic light there for all of our pedestrians, which is fantastic. I don't know why that's turning right because you can't have... Oh, it'll be for police cars and such. That is really good. I might put an overpass on there. Do I have overpasses installed in this save? That is a very good question. And I also know it needs a service point, so I'm not worried about that. No, I don't have the overpasses, but I don't think we need them. I've attached this road here as well and popped some traffic lights on. I thought this was all traffic because of the crossing, but it isn't. These are all just parked cars, which we might turn parking off here. But I think that's okay. They're parking there, then they're walking through. Like we saw, a lot of them are now hanging around in here, so we're going to have to do something with all of this. But what I'm thinking is some other mass transit ways of getting in and out. So you've got the walking in, we've got the train, and then you can walk. There is a bus line which runs down here, but I don't think we've got to stop here. I don't think adding in any other stops would make sense. Even if we brought this up here to stop in there, they can easily walk from there. So I think making that walkable and not bringing any buses in would be the best idea. Where are you going? I've just said, oh, that's okay. You're a particular type of bus, aren't you? You are the zoo bus. I don't know why you're coming up there, but we'll just let you do that. What about Metro? So we've got Metro here. I would like to bring a Metro right into the middle and just increase that loop, which goes all the way down here, here, and here. Or we could just add a second stop in and just make that a shuttle straight across. Yeah, maybe we'll do something like that. Let's have a quick look at what Metro we've got available. Use the handy dandy searches. So we've got a few options here. What's that one there? Elevated. I like this one, but that is on a road. Yeah, I think this small one here will be fine. If we just pop that in, we've got the two lines underground, as you can see. So I think that'll be good. So people can walk across and use this if they live over here as well. And then if we just turn that on and come into here, and then that just angles over to this direction. Do I add a secondary Metro over here for them to cross over? Or do I try and loop it off of here? It just seems easy just to pop another one over there and have them just change over to go from one to the other. Do you know what we could do? This would just be easy, wouldn't it? I'm going to delete this one. Actually, let me just use my brain a minute here. We've got some stops in there. I was just going to put this double line one in there instead, which would be great. And then we can hook that up to there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's remove that. Let's add this one in, which is going to go there. Hook this all up. And there we go, all hooked up. I had to draw the lines in again to make it work. Why can't I come out of this view? There we go, excellent. Yeah, and that works down there nicely. And is that a bus stop outside, or are they just hanging around? They're probably just hanging around. So we'll find out how those all work, and if we need to increase the capacity going through there, we can do that. And then we can do a bit of decorating in a moment. I'm just thinking how we're going to get access to the service points, and I'm thinking of using a little spot over here, sort of extending. I don't really want to get into the zoo, but we have like an auxiliary little road down here like so, and that doesn't even have to be one way. If we just go like that, I mean, they're only going to come in this way anyway, aren't they? So probably one way was just as much point as any other. Let me just change that back again. Excellent. Let's have a look at our service points once we've drawn our pedestrian zone over to here. So that's going to go into there and just take a little spot there. So we've got our small pedestrian. I think this will do everything. So if we just sort of go with this up against the side there like that, and it's away from the road so we won't see it too much, and see how that goes. Do you know what? Now I've said that, what I'm actually going to do is I'm now going to take this one here. I am going to bring that over here, and that's going to go up there, and then I'm going to move this up against there. Excellent. That looks good. I'm actually meant to face that the other way, but I don't mind that. That'll be fine. And then hopefully that'll be, yep, keeping those people there happy. And if we need to increase that at all, let's have a look. Do we get some sort of figure in here somewhere that tells us how many people are here? Upkeep 8,000 a week. Oh my giddy aunt. There we go. 1,350 nearly. So it is almost full, which is great. So how many people have we got out of this one? Let's just take a quick looky-loo. So not quite a capacity. I'm going to bump that up because the way I've always understood, the higher that is, the more money we're going to make. So, and the more people will come. Excellent. So what can we do in this little area here? I'm thinking of making this like a little nice plaza area. How about the large fountain plaza? I think that'll be good. If we just get that in there. That looks very nice, doesn't it? That's got the same colour as this, which is what we want. Very good, very good. I think we can change that anyway if we so desire. We can. It's on a different type of road, so I'm just wondering... Nah, let's have it like that. I'm quite liking the sandstone look. And then we can run some of these roads here down the side, like this, and maybe sort of make this feel a little bit more like... Didn't quite do that right, did I? A little bit more like it's all part of the same thing. There we go. Excellent. We can pop a path through there. Very nice. And then I'm thinking this area around here really feels like, and this bit here, that it should just sort of be a park. And that would fit in. So we can, again, come back to that when we do a bit of the detailed time lapse. Oh, the game's over. Let's just have a quick look and see what's happened. We've won. Excellent. 160,000 simoleons. And why is there a different figure here as there is to here? I've no idea, but we've won. And now this says 228, which looks like it's the total of those two. Ticket sales, money we've won, and the total. I get it. I've got it. My brain's in gear. How's this one going? That one's still going ahead. Okay, we'll come back to that one. So we can sort of add some nice little paths and things in here that run alongside the back of the stadium, along the railway line. Around here. Oh man, that is going to be hard to squeeze those into there. Maybe it doesn't go all the way around. And then also they could come out here as well. There we go. Lots of ways of people to get in and out. I feel like I really want to run a path from over here up around the side. Let's see what we can do. If we get this... Whoa, jumpy game. If we get this super close like this... could we go underground and come out the other side? Or could we just squeeze it in and get it to work? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I think we could just about get away with that, and then maybe put a little bit of a fence in there, a little bit of move it mod, and I think that'll be good. In fact, we could just shift the whole thing over, and then we'd have the space. Yeah, there we go. That's better. We can put a few trees there. And if you change these as well to bend, you lose that little sort of white line. That's okay, because that's a proper junction. Yeah, that looks a lot better. We'll just bring that in there. Here we go. Here's another one then. We'll change that to bend. Boink. No, custom, bend. Oh, this is looking nice. This is looking nice. And how's the traffic doing around here? Okay, this is busy, this is busy, this is busy. Look at that, everybody's coming out. That's why that's busy, but they're all going in the same direction, which is fine. What did we do? We won! So we also got another 229,000. So these are now separate events rather than all tied into the same event, which is absolutely fantastic. So now I'm thinking down here we need to do a little bit of work to get all this to function adequately. Because they're trying to come out and they're stuck at the traffic light. There's a lot of people trying to come through here. So is this a special time traffic light? It is. Let's just pause. We'll stop that and view. So I want the one where these are all going, which is this one. We're going to edit that 8 to 20. And if no one is driving, rather than no one is waiting, we'll get that going. We'll start that like so. And then hopefully, do you know what I'm going to do at the end here? I'm going to upgrade this road. It's the one with the wide sidewalks, but I feel like we need an asymmetrical road of some sort. I do love this. This is great. So we're going to take this little search box thing is the words I'm trying to say. So now we've got extra lanes for where you're going, which is good. Oh, if we only had a 1 and 3. That would be really good. What's this? 2 and 3. Can I fit that in there? I could, and then I could just move all of these along like that. And in fact, I could even just delete that. Because then if I use my picker mod to do that, I can get these ones. And we can have one more in the end. Might not even have that one there, to be honest. Oh, that really doesn't blend, does it? Oh, no. No, that isn't going to work. Can I get that sorted with the move it mod? Ugh, I can. Do you know what? I think that'll be okay. And it just means more people coming out. We've got an extra left-hand turn. And it might just keep all of this going a little bit more. Because that is a super crush, isn't it? Coming out of there. And now I'm thinking what I want to do is turn that one out the front there into a 4-lane road. So that'll maybe solve the weirdness at that end. And it'll also give everybody an extra lane. That is just like so super busy, isn't it? It's a shame we can't place these up against pedestrian roads, because then we could sort of work on where the traffic was going to go. But it's only ever going to be after a match, isn't it? So once the 160,000 people or whoever it is have left, like this one here, it's all gone, it's all cleared out, it's fine. I think we'll be okay. We'll go with what we've got. Do you know what I might do actually? As this has got these couple of lines here, I might just add another metro, like right outside. Could I sort of squeeze a metro in, but on this side? I wanted that off so I can see what I'm doing. Like in here, somewhere where it shouldn't go, but it means people can walk out and literally get straight onto the metro. Maybe not there. Let's just maneuver that along a bit to over here, right by the side of the path. That should work. And then if we hook this up underground, turn that on, there we go. Then we can move that down to here, and it just gives you that extra stop that might entice people. Let's just get a stop there. Get a stop. Come on, get a stop there. It might just entice people to take that instead of getting in their car, which we'll have to check next time. But you can see this has gone down now, so now it's just waiting because it's made everything else back up. Now it's just helping all these people to get through. So this is like the front, and that's the front over there as well. And if we look into these, there's loads of people coming into here. And I just think these are fantastic. I love this little walkway through there, which is great. And obviously people are coming out the other side. So we need to make a little change over here. Let's delete that tree and a couple of those. And I wonder if this is available as a decal. Let's use the Bob mod. Unfortunately, that isn't an actual decal, but this one here, the brick pavement, I think is near enough something that we could just sort of use. So if I line that up a little bit like that, we could put one there and one there, and I think that will go okay. Excellent, just to give them a way in and out. Very good, very good. Let's continue. So again, we've got this purple, we've got the little trees down there. They are using this to go in and out of the backs here, but I guess that's just, yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. And then this little, I like this detail here, looking nice with this little symbol. Very cool, very cool. And then we've got more parking in this nice big plaza, which loads of people are using. Very good. Then we come over this side and we've got our metro, nice little bike plaza. And this one I've just sort of fenced off all the way around. There's a lot of open areas here. So I'm thinking we fence this all off. Make this a little bit safer. Couple of little bike plazas in here. This is one of the other little raised plazas that came with the last update, which I really like. And I'm liking that. Now, one thing I do need to fix, if we just come out of that view and spin it around, is so many people are coming through here. Well, 0 in the last week. But every time a train comes along that's got a ton of people, when there's this events going on, there's just like a big mass of cars down here. It's absolutely tons of them. So what I'm thinking of doing is just making one extra little stop. If I put that on there, on our metro under here. So we've got these 2 lines that come off here. So what I'm going to do, let's do it this way. If I pause, if I delete those, we're going to then delete that there and that there, and then connect these up. And then this one over here, I'm going to make that one additional stop over here. That's going to come up this way, and we're just going to do a bog standard. So let's come out of this view here. Metro right next door. That's going to be all part of it there. Excellent. I'm absolutely loving how busy this place is. All the pedestrians everywhere, the cars everywhere. I just think it's looking fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe and then check out the next video on the screen. Have a fantastic day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.